Hi friends, this is Abhishek once again and welcome to my newest video. Today I'm going to discuss about the differences between two confused entities. Particularly as human beings, whenever we see that two distinct things are similar, we tend to think in our mind that they are the same. Even though they are similar, it doesn't necessarily indicate that they have to be the same. As a Reiki practitioner, what I seldom see that people have a tendency to compare or use the words Reiki and Tantra synonymously. In this video, my main goal is to differentiate and distinguish Reiki and Tantra and bring the knowledge in front of you. So primarily, to begin with, I would like to focus on the origin. Reiki was actually discovered by Dr. Mikao Usui in Japan about 100 years ago. In fact, this year, in 2022 March, Reiki will be completing 100 years. Whereas Tantra is a very age-old phenomenon which was pretty much discovered, or it came into the picture around 6th century BC. So you can imagine Tantra is way more older than Reiki. So there is no reason to think that they are the same. The second point I would like to make is the goals of these practices. The goals of Reiki is predominantly self-healing or healing others. A Reiki practitioner will always take care of himself and also heal other person who will come to the Reiki practitioner or the Reiki master using the energy mechanism of the body. Similarly, Tantra also focuses on the healing mechanisms of the self or the receiver who is actually learning or practicing tantric practices using the energy mechanism of the body. But the final destinations are slightly different. Reiki predominantly focuses on the well-being of the mind, body, and spirit. And Tantra finally focuses on the pure consciousness. Tantra focuses on liberating itself or liberating oneself to the pure consciousness and get united with the pure consciousness, starting with the earthly practices. So you start at the ground level and then you become united with the pure consciousness. That's the goal of the tantric practices. The third point is the role of initiation. To become a Reiki practitioner, one needs to have an expert teacher and one needs to get attuned. Whereas to become a progressive tantric practitioner, one also needs to have an experienced teacher and needs to have the initiation or what we call as the Diksha. What is important is even without Diksha, you can practice some techniques, some mudras or yoga which are tantric. But to go for the advanced practices, one needs to have Diksha or initiation in Tantra. Otherwise, it's a futile effort. Similarly, a Reiki practitioner also needs to get attuned from the Reiki master in order to become a fulfilled or a complete Reiki practitioner. The next point is the symbols. In Reiki practice, we seldom use a number of symbols which are used to heal the subject or again to heal ourselves, self-healing. These symbols have specific meanings. They come from different traditions like Buddhism or some from the Tibetan Buddhism sutras, and they have multiple origins. Talking about the symbols in detail is beyond the scope of the video. Whereas in Tantra, we focus on mantra and yantras. In other words, mantra are specific sounds and yantras are sacred geometrical shapes where we focus on to realize the cosmic energy, to realize the pure consciousness. They are very distinct in these two energy healing practices. Last but not the least, I will come to the hand usage. In Reiki, one uses hand placements on the subjects and guide the flow of the Reiki energy. These placements are specific, easy to use, and has specific meanings. essentially the hands are the best tools of Reiki. Necessarily, it doesn't mean that you cannot give Reiki without the hands, but hands are the most widely accepted tools to guide the flow of Reiki healing energy. Whereas in Tantra, you use hands, but in a more specified manner, very distinct manner, in the form of mudras or in the form of bandhas. So these are very much specific to Tantra practice. And it again has specific, distinct meaning in terms of what you are getting out of it. So with this, probably I was able to bring light in front of you that Reiki is a much younger form of energy healing practice than Tantra, and they are very distinct in their overall destination and method of practice. But of course, being a mode of energy healing practices, we sometimes get confused and think that one is related to the other, but they are not. So next time, if you think that Reiki is Tantra or Tantra is Reiki, that is incorrect. So remember, they are very distinct, but of course, you can reap the benefits of both Reiki and Tantra for self-healing or for the healing of your loved ones or someone specific who wants to have the benefits. Remember, a lot of medicinal practices or herbal practices come from Tantra. One such example is Ayurveda. With this, I would like to end the video and hope you liked it. Feel free to put your comments. In the future videos, I'm going to focus more on the tantric practices and how it actually works. If you have liked the topic of discussion, give us a like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. In this way, you will be informed about our future videos, and share this video with your loved ones. I'll be back with more interesting videos on traditional wisdom, esoteric wisdom, and spiritual development and healing. Thank you so much. Namaste.